Welcome into the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. We got second half of action. The Dolphins already have a 3-and-out. Sorry we missed the first drive. But, hey, we're back, ladies and gentlemen, here on FL Teams.
Jalen Phillips sighting. Jalen Phillips sighting. We thought he was lost. Jesus, Cedric Wilson can't even return punts.
That didn't look good.
It was
By
really
the way,
bad.
the one who's not drinking is the one who took too long at halftime.
How'd that work out? Come on, young goat.
Because I have to get the description ready. I didn't know it would be that quick. All right, so in just a couple minutes, we will have Dylan Spalding, our FL Teams contributor, USF contributor, come on to join us in a couple minutes. But right now, second half of action, Jeremiah, we have a 6-point lead, but things are shaky. But Tua's going to come back on the field after a halftime break, and we're going to see if there's some new beginnings. He's been a little bit inconsistent in the second quarter.
He started really getting off rhythm. I think Jeff hit it. It's just off rhythm, right? I mean, he's just a little bit high. His footwork's a little bit wrong. He's just not hitting them in stride. Yeah. I mean, we shouldn't be this close. I mean, quite honestly. But to Pittsburgh's credit, they've been picking on Noah Igbenogany, and dude, he is the new Eli Apple. Dude, Noah Igbenogany is just getting ate up. Like, as much as we were running to the left, was every pass they threw was at Igbenogany.
Yeah. And hey, I think what you need to discuss is the fact that Mostert is having success, but when the Dolphins need to pass it, the drives have been stalling out. But luckily, Jason Sanders is saving us today with his field goals. He already has 3, right? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's actually.
You guys are hating on him so much this week.
You know what I think's funny, Jeff? Is we were busting on those 2 and 3 yard outs, but those were solely to get the field goal within 50. There's something mentally about Jason Sanders and a 5 in front of it.
Those are 1.5 yard outs.
Yeah, he'll blast a 49, but 51 shank. It's just
well. I'll tell you this, guys. Jason Sanders, and I think I told Jeremiah this. I can't remember when, but the Dolphins have hyped up Jason Sanders for a while. But it seems like from 50, he can hit it. And he hasn't had, like, the Vikings every week. It always comes down to a game-winning kick. The Dolphins haven't needed him for a game-winning kick, but I can't trust him from 50.
I used to think I could,
not anymore.
Like last year, Flores didn't trust him, and it was a weird thing. Like, there were a lot of times we were within 40, 45, and Flores would go for it. And I'm like, just let Sanders kick. And it was almost like that confidence, right? Oh, great. Now Brandon Shell's in the game. Wait, who's he in for? Does that mean that the toe started hurting?
No, didn't he start? It said he's been in at 25 pass snaps.
Okay, all right.
The O-line's been playing great. Tua hasn't had pressure at all.
Well, but I mean,
has he had a single pressure?
Right, but without TJ Watt, I mean, does Pittsburgh have pressure?
Yes, they do. Absolutely.
Ooh.
Nah.
I mean, TJ Watt is their pressure.
What did they do last week? But their line, Devin Bush gets pressure.
No, last week Tom Brady threw the ball into the ground over and over.
Come on,
old man. Last week.
Isaac, post the graphic that I just sent you in Slack. Tom Brady is finished.
What's his name? Cam Hayward?
Cam Hayward's
okay,
but he's a 3-4 defensive end. He's not an edge rusher. He's an interior guy. But
see, it's what I hate. Our guys don't finish blocks. Even Armstead. I mean, Armstead did okay there. Block to the whistle, man.
Okay.
Oh,
there you go.
That was an aggressive tackle.
It was. But how you got a linebacker hanging out? Oh, we forget they got Miles Jack. Miles Jack's a player.
By the way, can I talk about the Dolphins not running the damn football?
We're back to it. Back to it, dude. We don't run the fucking ball. It doesn't make sense to me.
Why is Tua thrown the ball 24 times? He's run the ball twice. There's been 12 carries by the running backs.
We're empty backfield, right?
Yeah. I don't. Mike McDaniel is one of those smart boy coaches.
But you throw it to Raheem Mostert. Spread him out wide and throw it to him.
Well, and look, some passing plays are in essence run plays.
Sure.
Yeah.
But just it's working. Run the ball behind Armstead and Eichenberg, and
It
you're
was
picking
working.
up 5 yards a carry. Mostert's 9 for 52, more than 5 yards a carry. He's
The
almost
idea-
6 yards a carry.
Right. The idea, Jeff, is like we say, get ahead of the sticks, right? Get ahead of the sticks. Get yourself into 2nd and 4 where you can do something silly, right? Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't make a lot of sense, man.
All right.
Stop-
So, with that
Stop
said,
trying to be smarter than football.
Hey, look, that's Chase Edmonds going behind Eichenberg.
The left side,
and
Eichenberg.
Armstead, and you get 4 yards. That's okay. You're in 2nd and 6. Now you can play.
That's how you move the ball.
we have our
Dylan.
our third quarter guest,
Oh, hold up.
Dylan,
Hold up.
our FL team's contributor.
Average
from,
top speed of ball carrier. The
could we
Dolphins.
could we introduce Dylan, please, Jeremiah? The one and only Dylan Spalding. Look, Jeff couldn't wait to speak to you because, for whatever reason, there's this USF connection. I have no idea.
Yes,
But-
sir.
Dylan and I talked before during the
We have.
FL team's fantasy football draft.
Yeah, we did. We did.
The city sighting. Welcome,
Have you-
Dylan. Hey, man,
Yeah,
I see your work on this site, and it's amazing, bro. You've brought a lot to us, man. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Jeremiah. It's great meeting you. Finally, it's good to meet you on the show. Happy to be here, guys. We got a big game, Miami Pittsburgh tonight. I'm happy to join everybody here, and obviously, it's tough to see right now because Miami very well could be the better team than the Buccaneers, and who would have thought at this point in the season that the Bucs would be this bad.
They're
Wait, you a
absolutely
Buccaneers
better than the
fan?
Buccaneers.
I am Hold on. Let me turn the hat around. Give me 1 second.
He works as a game day assistant for the Bucks.
Okay, good. Show him my graphic. I'm just saying.
Now I will.
No, look, dude. I drafted TB12, and my backup was Matt Ryan. And I'm dying. What's going on with Tom, bro?
I drafted Bob Barker in my fantasy football league.
Seriously,
These two
what's
young
happening,
kids
man?
don't understand the joke.
I
It
do.
doesn't make
Actually.
sense.
I do a little bit. Tom's been interesting this year. It's tough to kind of explain Tom Beatty's. Listen, Tom has actually not been that terrible. Like, he played a decent game today. You look at his stats today. He threw 268 yards. His receivers.
Stats,
Okay,
the
but if you look
stats
at
do
it,
not
if you
explain how
watch
he
the
played,
game
though.
if you watch the game though, a
Lot
lot
of
of those
drops.
plays, a lot of drop receive. Like the receivers did not make the plays at the beginning of the
Lot of
game.
drops.
Mike Evans had a 70-yard catch that he should have made completely. I mean, you could have
Yeah,
asked
that-
for a more
That's
wide
one
open
play.
play.
That's one play.
There was a lot of
Hey,
those though.
Hey, Jeff, you talk about our play calling.
Ran to the right side.
3rd and 2, we go to the right side.
Oh, we're going for it on 4th down. Let's see
Left
what happens.
side, we've been gaining
This is
4 yards
actually,
a
I
clip.
would act. I always want to go for it on 4th down. Kick a field goal, go up by 9 points.
Yeah, get a touchdown lead here. This is stupid.
I'm sure they're going to get the.
100%.
Oh my God, that's a.
Good Lord.
Mike McDaniel, are you out of your mind?
He is a horrible coach.
Hey, by the
He's a
way,
horrible
if you're gonna
coach.
run the
He's
ball,
funny.
if you're gonna run the ball, you run with Mostert only.
But he's not funny, ha. He's funny, laugh at the idiot.
By the
that
way,
was bad.
Jeremiah, when would the Dolphins ever convert on a 4th and 3 run?
It doesn't make sense when you're up 6. Get up by a touchdown. Get
Go
a
up by
1-score
9.
lead.
Go up by
and
9.
You're in range.
Hey, you know what?
Who scored?
They needed an extra 1 yard for Jason Sanders to kick a field goal. No, I'm just kidding. They were inside. the
Well,
20.
it's close, but Jesus, man. Yo, so you're right though, man. Brady, I was watching pieces of that game again because I have him on my fantasy team. He
Yeah.
almost threw for 300 yards. There were a lot of drops, but he seemed out of sync.
Yeah.
Like, who's his guy? Brady's always had a guy. He's had an Edelman. He's had a Welker.
Evans is his guy, but Evans
It ain't
seems
happening.
ganged up, right?
It's not happening.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown. Oh my gosh. Jeez. No, it's tough. I mean, Evans has got to be the guy. I mean, Evans has been there the longest. He's been there for 10 years, I think, almost to this point now. And the guy's already put together a Hall of Fame career. Again, Evans has been injured. Evans got injured in today's game. You look at him; he got banged up a little bit. He was, limping off the field
He
at
was
points.
limping off, but he was half-assing that route too.
Yeah, I know.
It was like he half-assed it before he got hurt.
I know. It honestly, it just seems like today the team was so complacent. Like I was
Gronk.
watching he is missing Gronk, which he'll never.
Oh man,
the whole team is complacent and lacking, and it's because Tom Brady's not committed to playing football this year. He was committed to going to training camp, taking almost 2 weeks off. He's committed to going to Bob Kraft's wedding. He's not a football player, and Tom Brady has never been the most athletically skilled athlete on the field. He's been a guy who prepares. Isaac's the one who said this on Wednesday when we were doing the power ranking show. If he is not 100% invested, he's not going to work. He's not that athletically skilled. Kyler Murray can win games without being invested because he's a freak athlete.
At his age, if he's 1% off, it changes the whole.
Yeah. No, Tom Brady's not committed to this team. He just hates his wife and kids enough that he wanted to play football instead of be a dad and a husband.
But
he's a horrible human being, and the Bucs are going to lose a lot of games.
Let me tie it to the Dolphins Bucs. I also don't see the Bucs running the ball. Is it an offensive line thing? Because Fournette's a beast. I mean, he really is, but I don't think he gets enough carries. He really is.
Fournette's overrated.
He's young.
Young at the running back position is a very tough thing to really consider because you look at guys now and they're 28 years old and they're not the same when they were in their 24, 25 years. So it's one of those things there.
All right, let's get back to the action here. 2nd and 10, Pickett. That is a very bad pass.
Bambi had a ball go through between his arms that time
I'm
when he
laughing
fell
at
down.
Steve's wife being mad about Brady and the wife comments. I love it. She hates the Brady slander. Dude,
sorry, Mrs. Wakeman.
My guy's dying.
Don't you think that the Steelers have to take a deep shot on this drive?
You just find out whoever's on the Ibnogany and just toss that shit up.
And guess what? You spoke too soon. Look who just got a catch. Look who he's guarded by.
Bambi.
Absolutely. If any Steeler has caught a ball, number 9 in Aqua is right behind him. Ibnogany is so bad, dude.
Deontay Johnson's about to have one hell of a game then.
He didn't have to run that time, Jeff. Bambi just had to catch it and fall.
They moved number 9 to the side of the field they want them to pass to. I mean,
and it works.
No, honestly, Deontay Johnson is going to go off. I mean, we've seen him have amazing games, but if you cannot,
if he learns how to keep his feet underneath him, maybe.
Well, hey, I'll tell you this.
There you go. Just stand still.
Claypool will have a quiet second half if Ibnogany is on Deontay Johnson.
Dude, Jeff.
Speaking of Johnson,
I'm going to hate
injured.
you for forever because I can never not see Bambi when Deontay Johnson catches the ball now. It's so right. His feet are moving, but he's going nowhere.
And he's injured now, so I don't know if that means.
Yeah. So whatever. Hey, man, like, what were your expectations of the Bucs coming into the year compared to where you are? I mean, look, that division is awful, so you can still win it. But what were your expectations?
I definitely thought we would have at least gotten to the playoffs. I don't think we were a Super Bowl contender. I think, where the team was and in terms of, I mean, we have talent on this team. Don't get me wrong. We have a lot of young studs on this team, and I still think we do, even with the 3-4 record. I mean, we got Antoine Whitfield as one of the best safeties in the National Football League. He did get banged up today, but Jeff, I know you're being a Saints guy. I am being a homer. It's all good. But no. I really did think this team had a playoff shot, and it's crazy to think that the Falcons could still win this division. But, I mean, they're young. They have Marcus Mariota, who feels like he's kind of on a different level, even though it didn't show today that they played well. I at least thought they were going to get to the playoffs. I've not expected this. I did not expect them to lose to a Carolina Panthers team that literally is going into shutdown mode for the season and is literally trying to secure the number 1 pick.
Win that division.
I know, that's what's crazy.
Saints are only 1 game out.
Yeah, that's what's crazy about that.
Yeah. Jeff will tell you that when we did our power rankings, my whole take on the Bucs was you got veterans, they understand where they're at, and then they're just going to flip the light switch.
Yeah.
but I think that shit's broke. Like the light switch is not happening. Like it's just not flipping, man. There's so much talent that if that offense really gels, they can be unstoppable. Between
I think Tom Brady phoned it in this year, man. I'm telling you, I think he's phoned it in.
I think when Jensen went down, I think that kind of was a telltale sign of how the season went.
But
I was at the practice where he got injured, and I have never heard Jensen ever like yell as loud as I heard him. It was it was one of the most disappointing things as a Bucs fan to see that injury happen, especially how early it happened.
Well,
Tom
Jeff
doesn't play well with pressure.
You saw my message in Slack. It doesn't matter how many weapons Brady has this year. He's that 1% off.
Mm-hmm.
It makes all the difference. I promise you, it makes all the difference.
Well, but that's a good point because you mentioned Jensen, and then Steve drops in the comments like, "Are the Bucs trying to make a move? You need a veteran center. You need a center in there to anchor that line."
The Bucs were ready when Brady retired. The Bucs were ready to start their rebuild, and Brady screwed it all up. See, I'm trying to keep that PG-13 rating. Jeff screwed it all up by coming back.
Putting Kyle Trask.
What it is. Flores screwed it up. Flores screwed it all up because Brady was supposed to be in Miami with Sean Payton. The Bucs were rebuilding. That was all happening until Brian cried whatever he cried.
The Dolphins would have had a trade for Brady and Payton.
No, Brady retired. He was done.
He was still under contract. You still have to trade for him.
That's true. Yeah, you would have still had to trade for him.
Sean Payton retires. The Saints still own his rights for the next 3 years.
We had the picks.
All right, third and 3.
Big third down.
Big play.
And
come on, Jalen, get some pressure, dude.
He's short.
Tackle.
There you go. Hey,
look like Tomlin is bringing the.
Hey, buddy, look right there again. Right? No name defense.
No,
Jerome Baker. The Dolphins defense is filled with a lot of people that people don't know, but they're good. Yeah. Christian Wilkins is great.
I don't think the Dolphins defense is good.
No, they can be, Jeff.
Well, once Xavier Howard gets an interception.
Look at this.
I also could be a great lover, but
look at this Jerome Baker wrapping up right there, man. I mean, that's solid.
Oh my God! I get so scared when Cedric Wilson. I don't know about you, Jeremiah. But
yeah. His last fair catch, he jumped backwards.
He fell down. Yeah,
I've never seen that in my life.
Hey, if he can't be special teams, I think we should trade him.
Hey, so let's bring it back, man. Like USF, USF's another. You're covering some USF. You and Jeff got a little connection there.
Yeah, Jeff. We have gone through a lot of pain this season, haven't we? It's been tough. It's been tough this year. And it stinks because Bohannon really was improving, especially in these last 3 weeks against conference play. He's really improved. I've loved what I've seen from Bohannon in the last 3 weeks. I think he's a leader in the offense, and to lose a big guy like that is going to be like super, super huge. I mean, we already had 14 guys actually who were injured. And funny enough, when we were at the press conference on Saturday, Jeff Scott actually said a quote, and it's gone all around USF social media. Even SoFlo Bowles posted about it. When Jeff Scott was responding to my question, one of the things he said, he feels like this team always has to play perfect. That's what he said in his post-game press conference. That scared me a little bit. I did not like that at all from Jeff Scott. And that was probably one of the first press conferences where I was like really nervous about some of the stuff that he said. I don't know if Jeff Scott's the future. I feel like I still want to give him another year just because there is going to be a new conference realignment next season. I would like to see how he does next season in the new conference with the AAC, but we'll see. It's tough because I really like Jeff Scott. Like I hope he does well, but it's also a matter of a trust thing, which I don't have trust in Jeff Scott right now.
Look, I think that's one of those things where you want coaches to be honest. Yeah. But there's kind of like, if the Titanic's sinking, I kind of want the captain to tell me we're still going to be okay. Right? Exactly. He's like, we got to play perfect. You're like, oh, shit.
Well,
that's not good.
Well, when it comes to college football, it's really hard to admit that you're bad, and that's with funding and everything. College football programs, I know USF isn't the biggest program, but you just have to stay relevant. Even if you're not good, you have to stay relevant. And,
especially in this new era.
Yeah, they ruined that. USF was in the Big East, which was a power conference, and they had a great coach, Jim Leavitt.
Yep.
And They fired him due to sketchy circumstances. Whatever. Now look, UCF was our little brother in the Conference USA. We were in the Big East.
Yeah, I guess. Sorry, I didn't mean to jump on the USF.
No.
Stephen Ross is in the stadium. I forgot. He has served his suspension.
God, he is so old.
Dude, he's so old.
But he's smart, I guess, if he wanted to. No.
I was going to say,
I can see him and Robert Kraft.
And there it is. Wait, Jeremiah, the first glitch of the night. Look at Jeff.
Hang on.
Look at Jeff right now.
Jeff is stuck. It's the first one of the night.
I was going to say,
we run to the right. And he's back.
He's back. I was going to say, for that first USF game when we were covering for BYU, the Miami Dolphins GM was above me, scouting for some USF players. So we might be seeing some USF players maybe coming to the Miami Dolphins.
That's a bad look if we're scouting USF
so this is going to sound really bad, but I'm not happy about that.
That's a bad look. Gosh.
We did
lose our first round pick.
Dwayne Boyles could be
No, damn it. We got sold again. Damn it.
How many interceptions have the Steelers dropped?
Okay.
Where was that throw intended?
I have no idea. No idea.
It looked like to the Pittsburgh defense.
Gesicki was hidden. I'm looking at the replay. And that's another drop. Wow. I'm going to tell you that the Steelers should be leading this game. I know we've stalled, so we should have some touchdowns, but interceptions are key.
This is bad. And we've thrown a couple that are like easy.
Two is off, man. Something's off with his footwork, his release point. Something's off.
His timing. Release point. I like that.
That's how he plays.
Now, they are wearing the teal uniform, so maybe he just couldn't see. It matches too much with the green grass downfield. Trying to slouch for Tua, but
hey, we do need those.
Bad drive.
We do need those all orange color rush jerseys.
Oh, those.
It's actually nice. Bob Greasy throwing left-handed out there. He's old.
Oh my God! And Tyreek Hill's not getting any yards after catch.
Well, what do you do with that? You got three guys behind you. And Sherfield, what an awful
Jeff.
job.
Morstead's punting.
Bad snap.
Best punter in the.
That's not a real good kick.
Matt Hawk wasn't too good.
You got to make that tackle though.
Our special teams have been bad all year, dude.
All right, Steelers coming on the field yet again. This game, I think the Steelers have a chance to win this game.
Absolutely.
Remember when the Dolphins didn't kick a field goal?
Dominate and we're done.
Yeah,
we can put them away.
Would have been a 9-point game.
Yeah. How much better would you feel as Dolphins fans if it was 19-10 right now?
Way better.
A million times, buddy.
Yeah. No.
I don't
Mike
fear
McDaniel is not a good coach.
Oh, no, that was a really bad call, Jeff. You're right. I mean, that's we're seeing. So
they're almost at midfield, starting this drive. So
Jeff Scott should coach the Dolphins next year.
I would love that. That would be amazing.
0-17.
Yeah. Dude,
unless they play Howard.
or Temple.
Isaac, you see it. Christian Wilkins is just such a solid player, man. I haven't had a guy like that since Tim Bowens and Daryl Gardner. Like, in the middle of that line,
he plays
Wilkins does so much.
Yeah.
That was his hand that stopped that run.
2nd and 8. They have to pass it here.
I was gonna say I should have just wrote a USF article just to say that the Bulls didn't lose this week.
It was
just
a great week.
It
was a great weekend for the
USF in. You got. I mean, I'm a Notre Dame fan because I grew up in North Carolina, and it is what it is. They were on NBC every week. But USF, you had like one really good year, right?
When we had Quinn Flowers, I would say that was probably one of, like, in terms of me actually following USF to a full.
In 2007, we were ranked number 2 in the country.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
but since then,
2008, we were ranked number 10 in the country at one point.
Yeah.
And
so that was a nice little run there, but it's been a little bit.
And we fired Jim Leavitt, and karma got us.
And it was, I would probably say the 2015 through like 2018 years were probably our best best years. And then we had this 6-6 season. Jeff, you remember that 6-0 at the beginning of the year, and then we lost our next 7. That was that one.
That sounds like the Dolphins, buddy. 3-0 to 3-3 real
Charlie
quick.
Strong was every coach that USF has hired since Jim Leavitt has been a disaster. Willie Taggart had some success, but that's only because he got Quentin Flowers, who saved him.
And now
Willie Taggart's been a failure every place since.
Nope.
I don't think he's doing that well at FAU, is he?
For the talent there, he is.
Okay.
He went to Oregon and FSU, and he failed.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he's getting a lot of money, so anyone would like to be him.
Oh, I'm not saying, yeah. I'd love to be a failure and be a millionaire also.
Sure.
All right, wait. What
It's a
down is it?
dream.
This is a big play here. I think it's third down.
Yeah, it's like 3rd and 10.
Oh, second and
Maybe
23.
much,
We're way
3rd
off.
and 8, maybe.
Second and 23. I don't know how
It's
that.
fourth
Oh,
and
no. It's
72.
illegal contact, so the Steelers got pushed back. There you go.
Mm.
Got a little bit of pressure.
Oh, we got a man down, it looks like.
But look, we got a little bit of pressure. The Dolphins.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's Brandon Jones. If we lose him.
The
Our
Dolphins
second-
haven't had pressure all year, man. They really haven't. I mean,
Jeremiah,
Jalen Phillips got a sack early. I'm watching him.
If
Yeah,
Brandon
that's
Jones
Jones
out,
down.
Doesn't look good.
that's our second. Is Xavier Howard playing or not? I haven't seen him once.
Yeah. Dude, Xavier Howard plays his best football when you never see him. That just means they ain't going to him.
That
Right?
is true. Yeah, because
Yeah.
Chase Claypool has been quiet.
Oh, he's been real quiet.
And is Deontay Johnson back on the field? Or
But Jalen Phillips is actually getting a little bit of heat, man. He's getting a little bit of roll.
oh, that doesn't look good.
Maybe the Dolphins and USF can make a trade Mike McDaniel for Jeff Scott.
Look,
Hey, the way
As
the
a
way,
USF fan, I'm not happy with that trade.
the way McDaniel's calling plays
Yeah.
tonight, I don't think you want him.
what happened here?
I actually said I recently just pre-recorded a bye-week episode, and I said Scott Frost would be interesting to come to USF. Maybe turn things around for
I'd love
USF, and
that.
I think it would be awesome for the UCF USF rivalry. I would love to see Scott Frost come to USF. That would be awesome.
That would
All
be
right,
great.
he's-
Or
Yeah, Brandon-
just rehire Jim Leavitt and fix the curse.
Yeah, we could do that too.
Wait, are we talking about Scott Frost, who was like a running back quarterback at Nebraska? Scott Frost?
Yes.
Yeah, he played safety
Oh,
for
he's
the
a coach
Patriots,
now.
I think.
All right. All right.
Okay, yeah. So who's replacing Brandon Jones, Jeremiah?
I don't even know. I mean, KK is already hurt. I didn't even see how Brandon went down.
I mean, no, you got
Well, we're
Eric.
gonna see right here. Well, no, is that Eric Rowe? All right, I'm okay with Eric Rowe.
He wasn't already
Eric
in.
Rowe's a vet.
He wasn't already in.
No, Eric Rowe's coming in. I'm good with that. 8 years in the league. I mean,
Oh
we
no,
need
I'm
that.
I'm absolutely good with that. But I thought he was already in.
Me too.
Wow, Eric Rowe wasn't in.
I thought he'd at least be playing nickel, or we'd even put him over there
Right.
instead of Noah Igbenogany
Well,
or
if
something.
that's true, then I'm fine. Okay, it's Nick Needham on the other side. That's why.
No, Needham's done for the year, man.
Who's number 20 then?
I don't even know.
Number 20
I'm bad with numbers.
is Justin Bethel.
Oh, well, Bethel's been involved in this game. First of all,
He
where's
has
Melvin
a pick
Ingram been,
early.
man? That's my
Hey,
defensive player.
Isaac. Our fourth quarter bailed on us, so if you want to hang out, man, keep watching with us here, FL teams.
Who, Jamie?
Yeah, no, he's all caught up in the game because it's close.
Jamie just came in on the bottom of
Did
our
he?
screen. Yeah.
He's coming in. He just told me he was all caught up in the game and he couldn't get in. Click him and see if he'll jump.
Well, he just left. Tell him to
Yeah,
come back
exactly.
in.
He literally just texted me and was like, "Too much going on, bro. I have to watch the game."
He was just, it's fine. Whatever.
All right, yeah. So hang out with us, brother. Let's
I
do
will.
this.
I will.
Third and
Let's do
16.
it.
I love it.
Strap in.
Strap in. It's FL Teams Live, baby. Get this.
No, Kenny Pickett
Oh, I
doesn't
like that.
realize you can't run for 3rd and 16.
Hey, what I like is Van Ginkel threw that big arm over the top, like we're still hitting ball. You know what I'm saying? Trying for the TO. Hey, you're
And
asking where
avoiding the
Xavier
penalty.
Howard is? Right there's Xavier Howard. He's the one that's
Look
got
at
him
the
locked
spy.
up.
He
right.
was just spying on Pickett.
Punt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's good
They
defense.
almost got it out of there. I didn't realize Pickett bobbled it.
Yeah.
Oh, you scare me, Cedric Wilson.
Oh, sad.
Yeah. So Dylan, feel free to hang out with us until
Yeah.
when there's about 5 minutes left. We're gonna just have us three, like the beginning.
All
But
good.
You could be in here for the fourth quarter, man.
Yeah, I love it. I'm more than happy to talk some football, man.
How scary is it when the punt goes like that and your returner comes running up while waving his arm? It's the scariest thing in football.
Three
You're
dropped
like,
interceptions. There's the stat.
Oh, and they weren't even like, I mean, they were just thrown to them.
I'll tell you, if it was thrown to Minka Fitzpatrick, he would have caught it, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's to his
Oh,
genius plan. Throw the ball to Pittsburgh defenders not named Minka Fitzpatrick.
I'm seriously pissed off that we're not up 19-10 right now. I just don't get it. Why did we not kick a field goal, man? I don't like it.
Guess what?
Bad
I'm sure
coach.
Steeler fans are saying they're pissed off. They're not up because of these dropped interceptions.
Yeah. But
Look,
how do you not go up by at least a touchdown? What in your head? There's no little cheat sheet or textbook or anything that's like, you're up 6 in field goal range. Go for it on 4th and 3.
There's an epidemic of these young hotshot coaches who think they're smarter than everyone else.
Oh, my goodness. Tua, I want him out.
All right, you got to pause again, Isaac. You're ahead of us.
I'm sorry, but Tua's
Holy
shit.
No, that was a
awful
miscommunication. That was a miscommunication.
Somebody wasn't reading the right book.
Well, yeah, the receiver and the quarterback had different reads on the defense there.
Can we do like a mid-game trade? I want Mitchell Trubisky in at QB now for the Dolphins.
I mean, you got Teddy, who's better than Mitch, I think. But no, that route was a choice route, and the receiver chose to go deep, and Tua read it short.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
Yes.
A lot of pressure.
Get out.
I don't like that.
Short.
Go ahead. I love it. Tua's lowering his shoulders.
Yeah, he's playing aggressive. I like it.
He has brain damage.
He's gonna say that 5 more times. I'll keep track.
I will say it at least 5 more times.
Yeah,
Challenge accepted.
I have to give it up, Jeremiah, to Tua. He put his head down. He's not scared. I have to give it up.
You're not supposed to put your head down, though. That's literally what they teach you in football. Don't put your head down.
Well, oh, wow. We're punting it. I would go for it here.
No.
Not in, yeah.
No, we have Alec Ingold. We need to utilize him.
No.
I still wouldn't go for it.
Come on. Ingold is one of the best.
Look, that wasn't bad by Morstead. I mean, that was all right.
That was excellent. Hang time inside the 20. That was good.
So, Jeff, talking about that, did you hear Tua in the press conferences when they asked him about his concern about continued concussions?
I don't listen to people who have brain damage.
Well, check it out. Listen to this. Jeff, it blew my mind. His whole response was this. He said, well, if you talk to the experts and the doctors, they'll tell you that guys playing quarterback aren't as susceptible to that sort of stuff. You know, like the guys who are hitting their head every day, the linemen and everything else, multiple concussions can really mess them up. But not so much at quarterback. Tua was kind of saying, like, I don't care about multiple concussions because quarterbacks, it doesn't matter.
He sounds like every comedian I know who's a drug addict. Oh, I'm not a problem. Everything else is a problem.
Dude,
I was gonna say, Jeff, do you listen to Jameis Winston due to his eyesight issues that he's had in the last couple of seasons as a quarterback?
I don't want to talk about Jameis.
I had to bring that up. If you bring up the brain stuff, we got to bring up the eyesight issue with Jameis.
All right. So basically, as it stands,
Jeff.
Najee Harris has 9 points right now. Hill has
They should be giving the ball to him more, by the way, because Najee's kind of gashing us.
The Dolphins defense has 8.
Both of these teams are not running the ball enough.
They're not.
Well,
the
Dolphins
game is 16-10.
It's an effective. Both teams are running effectively, but they refuse to stick with it.
You know what's
100%.
weird? I feel like we haven't given Chase Edmonds enough of a chance running the ball.
I mean, Mostert's averaging right now. Isaac, you're the stat guy. Pull it up. I guarantee you he's averaging 4.5 or more.
He's
way more than that earlier.
No, he's averaging less than. He's averaging 5 point. He's 53 yards, 11 carries. So yeah, around 5.
Mostert's
Almost
almost 5 yards a clip, and we're just not giving him the ball. The fuck?
Well,
I was gonna
I'll
say
tell
this is
you,
when they need to bring back Matt Breida.
no, God, no,
I'll take
no.
Matt Breida went to my high school, actually.
Who cares,
Really?
man? If
Yeah, he did.
I saw him playing earlier today. Is he on the Giants now?
he's on
on
the
the
Bills, I
Giants.
think. No,
Yeah, he's on the Giants.
he was on the
Hey,
Bills. 2 years.
Saquon's back up.
Hey, Dylan, come on. If Mostert can't break out a long run, how is Breida going to break out a long run?
I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I think Mostert would if we just give him the ball. 5 yards a clip, man. I mean, it's a 6-point game, and you're not running the ball. Look at Najee Harris.
I'll tell you this. So first of all, Waddle has 88 receiving yards, which is impressing me. But for whatever reason, Kenny Pickett only has 136 yards.
Yeah.
I could have sworn because he's taken a few passes with Igbenogany and coverage. I could have sworn he had 200.
Kenny Pickett has a Tom Brady like passing line. He's 19 to 23, which is great.
Holy shit.
For 130, Brady was the same way.
Yeah.
Earlier today, I'm looking. I'm like, he's thrown
completions in the
47 passes, but he has 240 yards. That's
Jeremiah,
possible?
I could have sworn Pickett had 200 yards in this game. I don't know.
He's only thrown 4 incompletions in the game,
He had to have 200
and
yards.
one was a pick.
and what was a pick?
Maybe
Because
they're
the
not,
receiver fell and he had the DB beat by 2 feet.
they're not recording the correct stats. I'm going to have to speak to the NFL.
Wow.
Whatever.
Wow.
No, 19 for 23.
That's crazy. Okay, so Isaac, obviously you hate Tua. Jeff, you have quarterback issues. Tampa, you kind of have quarterback issues. Would either of you take Tua right now over your starting QB?
Ooh.
Yeah, I would take Tua over Tua.
No. I'm asking our Tampa Bay Buck and our New Orleans Saints. Would either of you?
I'll stick with Andy Dalton. Thank you.
You'll
I
go
would
with the
go.
Red Rifle instead of Tua?
I would. Yes. You said
I'm gonna
For
stick
this
with
year?
Brady.
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
This year's Brady over Tua? This year's Brady's not good.
It's. I mean, I don't know. I mean,
He's the
I still. Yeah, that's the thing. Like you just don't know what Brady could end up doing the rest.
He's
of
the
the
GOAT.
season.
I keep waiting, dude. Every week I punch him in as my starter in fantasy, and I'm like, he's gonna.
Yeah, don't have any shot this week. They have 3 days, and then they're playing the Baltimore Ravens on Thursday night. So,
Dude, the Ravens secondary is bad. Tua showed that.
Yeah. I know.
Well, then they got the Ravens, then they got the Rams,
Yep.
and then you got the Seahawks, who I think could win that game very easily.
Yeah, it's in Germany too.
Oh wow.
The Seahawks have become one of the
ooh.
better teams in the NFC.
Wait, did they go for it on 4th down?
Landon Roberts, right there, big stop on 3rd and 1. That's
It's 4th and 1. Do they go for it? The Steelers
don't
have to
think
They
take
have
it.
to go for it.
The Steelers have to take a chance.
The offense isn't moving the ball. I
Yeah.
think you give your defense a chance. Tua has given you 3 interceptions that you missed.
I think Najee Harris could punch this. Oh no, they're punting. Okay.
Yeah. Tua's dying to give you an interception.
They
Tua
have to
is
take.
begging.
They have to take a chance eventually. That's a nice punt.
Plus,
Oh,
Cedric
sure.
Wilson is ready to muff one.
He took Devontae Parker's number.
No
I mean,
wonder his hands suck.
that's
Where's Devontae Parker at now? Anyways, I haven't
Patriots.
seen
He
him.
actually-
Oh, he's with the Patriots.
He's had
Okay.
some good
I
games.
thought he would be good, but he's second fiddle to Jacoby Myers.
Hey, he's had a few touchdowns though, Jeremiah.
Yeah. This can be a long drive right here, man.
I don't like that decision by Tomlin. I think you got to go for it.
No, they're gonna have to go for it
Really?
eventually. I don't know
I
when.
think he's got to go for it. I mean, look, the Dolphins' offense again. We're begging to turn it over.
Yeah.
We're not
So-
driving, and now you're going to push inside the 10.
So why not take a chance? Give the Dolphins the ball at midfield if you fail.
So Mostert still has more rushing yards than Harris with less carries. I'm impressed.
But we don't give Mostert carries. It doesn't make sense. This goes back to what Jeff said. Like, I'm starting to question whether McDaniel knows how to manage a game.
I'd be a better head coach than Mike McDaniel. I'm just saying.
By the way, Tyreek Hill has 9 targets in this game.
Yeah, but he's probably got like what, 4 catches, 5?
5. Waddle
Yeah.
has only 5 targets, 4 catches. I'll
mean-
tell you, Trent Sherfield, only 3 targets but 3 catches. He's been He's been solid. He came out of nowhere.
I don't even know, like, where. You're absolutely right. Out of nowhere, where'd the kid go to school? Like, who's Trent Sherfield?
Yeah.
Did he even get drafted? Oh, I got you right now.
You know who's been the worst in the passing game as a receiver? Gesicki.
Oh, well, he played college football at the worst school in the SEC, Vanderbilt.
Played at Vanderbilt? I am shocked that they have a football team.
Undrafted, that's why.
Well,
listen, Jeremiah, they beat Hawaii this year. That is a quality win.
That's a quality win right there.
Hey, was it on the road? Or
it was on the road. It was in Hawaii. Yeah.
You know what? That is a quality win.
Okay, all right. Let's just be honest. I've thought about this multiple times. If you were an athlete and you went to the University of Hawaii, how often would you honestly go to class? Right? I mean, you're in Hawaii. There's beaches. Like, how hard is that? Like, no.
I couldn't believe that they actually have like an ESPN radio station. It's ESPN Honolulu. I'm like, I could not believe that was actually a thing. Like, I found that amazing.
Wait,
I feel like ESPN Honolulu is my future.
I don't know.
We're going to hear Isaac on there in like 5 years. ESPN Honolulu.
Isaac's too good for that.
I was going to say.
Who was the quarterback? Who was the quarterback that was at Hawaii and he was lighting it up?
Oh, geez. Well, a few years ago, they had Cole McDonald. He was pretty good.
That's McDonald. I remember the Colts something. Yeah.
1st and 10.
All right. We're inside the 10 or 20. I don't like this.
Let's focus on the Dolphins for once here. We need to convert here. If we don't.
There you go. But he's still high, man.
Pass and catch.
But he's still high, Jeff.
But he didn't have to. He didn't have to jump for that one.
Almost.
Well, kind of. No.
Right.
Whatever. Yeah. Kind of.
Yeah,
that was high. You're right.
It was a little high, but he hit him in stride. It worked.
Yeah. I mean, look, Tua's accurate. It doesn't matter. He's one of the most accurate quarterbacks.
But he hasn't been accurate.
There's Edmonds
since the first quarter.
Edmonds back in the backfield. Oh, these runs. So inconsistent.
Okay.
Mostert, unless he's injured, should be getting the carries, not Edmonds.
Okay. Legit question, because I saw this in the Bucs game too. What is the point of the pitch to run between the tackles? I always thought if you pitched it out, like it was to get outside, right? So what's the point of pitching it to a dude? Why can't you just hand it off? I don't understand. They do that with Fournette a lot.
Yeah, it's tough to explain. Some of the play calls, like, actually, I just saw this earlier today. They were talking about, like, who's on the hot seat, Todd Bowles or Byron Leftwich right now. And, like, I like some of Byron Leftwich's play calls, but sometimes it's just, like today, he just kept pitching it to the outside and none of it worked.
I'll tell you.
Where is Raheem Mostert, by the way? Hey, but look at this play. Check out Tua's pocket presence. Just check out Tua's pocket presence.
He
put that on the blind side.
I was going to tell you that was amazing.
It really was.
You know, as much as I hate him, I do give my fair shares, and you know this, Jeremiah.
That was impressive.
And because it's not because I hate him because I don't like him. No, I am a Dolphin fan. I want to see him do well. So I'll tell you, terrific, moving up in the pocket. Here we go with no one in the backfield. That play's going nowhere. You can't. These play designs, you can't do that. Especially with Gesicki.
You got to make a move.
But Gesicki, come on. You can't throw that to Gesicki. Maybe Mostert you could do that, but not Gesicki.
No, nobody. That's a
Well, okay, yeah, nobody, but especially
if the receiver has to break 3 tackles to get a first down, that means that it's a bad play call.
I believe.
That's why I hate the
and here we go, punting again. And these are quick drives, by the way.
Yeah, they have to punt now.
Yeah, you got to punt this
shit from their own 30.
Oh, that's a very good punt.
So Isaac, and I mean this again with all due respect, right? So who's the first quarterback that you remember for Miami? Like, who's your first Dolphins quarterback that you remember?
Tannehill.
Okay. I'm with you. So here's the deal. I'll tell you. I watched Marino for years. And Dan was not mobile. But Dan knew how to move in the pocket.
Did Jay Cutler play before Tannehill?
No, Cutler was after.
Tannehill.
Because I have so many memories of Jay Cutler and his stupid screen passes. You don't even want to get
That was only because Tannehill got hurt.
You don't remember Jay Fiedler? You're that young?
Dude, future Hall of Famer Jay Fiedler.
I've heard of Chad Henne. Chad Henne played today.
So here's the deal. Marino wasn't mobile. Marino wasn't going to outrun anybody or outmove them. But Dan Marino had such great pocket presence that he could take a half step and slide and get rid of the ball. And it was amazing.
I take offense to that statement. Dan Marino was one of the most mobile pocket quarterbacks of all time.
In the pocket, yes.
In the pocket. His footwork. No, because he was smart enough to know you don't run, you throw.
Yeah, he felt it. Dan could half step away from a fucking blindside rush and throw a 40-yard bomb.
He had to go against Bruce Smith twice a year, and he knew you step, you sidestep. He was the most mobile pocket quarterback of all time.
And the quickest release, right? And it was just amazing to watch. But I'm just saying all that wrapping around that was really, really good pocket presence from Tua. That's what I don't see from your boy Teddy. Teddy had zero pocket presence. When Teddy was in the game, he was just getting banged around.
Well,
this is a big third down here, by the way.
Yep.
We need to focus on this game because the Steelers are one play away from taking the lead. I feel it. But the defense
really
is
big play.
And it may be this one. No, I'm just kidding.
But in reality, it is one play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Claypool finally gets a target, but that was a
dude. That was pressure.
Something was off there.
Yeah, that was pressure. I think it might have been tipped.
I'll tell you, this is the game of bad play calling coaches. I'm not impressed with any of these play calls today.
It really is sloppy. I'll tell you this. I said before this was supposed to be the Dolphins' get-right game.
Oh, wow. Very good job by Howard. Howard, if you look at the replay, Howard switched receivers on that coverage. Very good.
Howard, dude.
Yeah, but where did that throw?
This ain't how you get right.
Can the Dolphins
after the first two drives?
Patrick Wilson time. Oh, no. Nothing happened.
You're ahead of us, Isaac.
No, look how he's walking back. I can.
Dude.
I would say I'm like 20 seconds before any of this happens.
Really? We're behind.
I'm like a down before you guys do.
Did he see that?
So Dylan is literally closer to the stadium than Isaac. That's how that works, right?
No, he's not.
Look, it's time that Cedric Wilson should not be returning punts. Cedric Wilson has made fair catches the scariest thing I've seen. This guy's all going backwards, jumping. I don't want Cedric Wilson anywhere near.
And look, I'm no football player, but aren't you supposed to be going forward rather than backwards?
You'd think. It's not good.
He looks like a kid
right out of high school.
Have you all played baseball?
Coach Jeff?
Have you all played baseball?
Yes.
Where the first time you're fielding fly balls, you come up and you're like, I got it.
Yeah.
Lands 20 feet behind you.
You're backpedaling and yes.
That's how he looks fielding punts.
And
like
you know
that
what?
kid who's like,
By the
I've
way,
never caught a fly ball, but I'm gonna try. I got it.
There's a problem. There's a problem with that though, and I'll tell you what it is. We have backups. We have Waddle and Hill, who have a lot of experience.
Javon Holland was returning.
Yes,
why not put Hollywood back there?
You know what? Holland's been quiet today, so put him. And that's a good thing. But
Sean Payton, your next coach, he used to always have a hands guy. It's like, just go back there and fair catch it, because I know you're going to catch it.
Slater.
Just catch it. Don't muff it. You don't have to return it. Just do this. Catch the ball.
So there's 10 minutes left. Dylan, I want to ask you a few questions before you head out.
Yeah.
Just obviously this is an FL team stream. Just tell the viewers what your experience has been covering USF for us, being in the press box and just things like that.
Well, obviously, the team hasn't performed very well, but beyond that, it's been awesome, man. USF is one of my, it's fun to cover the program. Obviously, there's a lot of exciting stuff happening outside of, the on-field play that we've seen so far from this team. We got a possible, on-campus stadium coming up, which will be amazing to have. We got the new practice facility, which is beautiful. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but I think Saturday I might be going to USF's college baseball game that they have for the fall season.
Nice.
against Stetson. So I might try to take a look and see at the new practice facility that they got set up over there. But there's a lot of exciting things happening with the Bulls. It just, obviously you see all the success UCF has. I was very happy when UCF lost because then that means they got no college game days. So that was kind of like my little bittersweet moment there for being a USF fan. But
I'll tell you
awesome.
this: the way Syracuse is playing, and FSU's also been good. There's a chance college game day. There's a chance comes to Syracuse when I'm up there. There's a small chance because honestly, Syracuse FSU would be a very good college game day experience.
I'm happy
if
that
college game day goes there, Isaac, I want to know where they go. I went to a Penn State Syracuse game, and to tailgate, you were like 2 miles away from the stadium. There's nothing close to the stadium. The stadium is like in the city, sort of, and there's no real surround.
Well, I'll be checking it out, so we'll see.
Raheem Mostert
gashing through the left
side. Shocking on the left side with Armstead.
All right, first down.
And Ingold
leading the way.
Oh,
Jesus fuck. Okay, sorry my language, but I mean, this is what we should be doing all game.
And there he goes again.
On the left
run
side.
The ball.
Shocking.
We
on
are
the left
heating,
side.
There's Wes Welker. Why are you showing Wes Welker after Raheem Mostert run? Come on. He had nothing to do with it. It looks like Armstead's creating some magic here for Mostert.
Armstead and Ingold. Ingold's a great ball blocker too, man.
Suit up.
You know what had to end? Mostert loss of yards finally. So third down and short again. I swear, if we don't convert on this third down, you're going to have to.
You're down ahead of me, Isaac. I was on 2nd and 2, bud.
I was too.
I've lasted long enough.
You've got to pause yourself again.
Isaac, hold. But that was a bad play call.
No, it was horrible.
They're running downhill to the left, and that was like a delay.
Okay, I don't want a bad play call. 3rd and 3.
Run the ball a little left. That's what I'm saying.
Do the opposite of what the Seahawks did in the Super Bowl.
They're gonna throw. Obviously.
This is where I don't mind that little Gasecki out and shit like that. We're going deep on him.
Jesus.
But Tyrese got him. Where's maybe a flag? Not a flag.
No flag. That was a terrible underthrown pass.
It was. It was thrown on the inside. It should have been to the outside.
That should have been picked.
Should have that been another interception?
To me, that looked like 34 should have caught that ball.
If you go outside shoulder here, he came inside him.
All right, you have to. First of all, I feel like both teams have been.
Well, that dude. I mean, he was turned around though. He was making a play on the ball.
Jeremiah, both teams have been punting from the same spot. It seems like the whole game. Okay, first of all, I have to tell you this. Don't you think the Steelers have to eventually get an interception in this game?
Yes.
No, they've had too many chances.
No, they seem to not want it.
No, they've had too many chances. As long as we don't throw one of those toward Minkah Fitzpatrick, we're fine.
Well, I'm surprised Fitzpatrick's not by Hill.
Dude, look, they're trying to jack up this game for next Sunday. They're like Green Bay versus Buffalo. We're like, yeah, Green Bay's awful.
So Dylan, before you head out, do you have any thoughts on this game? Obviously, I mean, I know you're not a Dolphins Steelers fan, but we could use your unbiased opinions.
I do have Jalen Waddle on my fantasy team, so but I'm 6-0 in my fantasy league right now, which is like crazy.
What about the FL teams fantasy league?
Not doing too hot. I don't know. I'm kind of I'm middle of the pack. But
I have to give a shout out to Lauren. Her team is killing it.
Yeah, she is.
I beat her this week.
Did you actually?
Attaboy, Jeff.
Yeah, I'm crushing her.
But yeah, covering USF, man, has been a blast. I'm excited. We got USF basketball coming up here in about a week or two. That's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I agree. The defense, and by the way, the Steelers' defense is keeping us afloat.
Oh yeah, I mean they've missed a ton of chances.
The Steelers DBs need to hit the jugs machine, man.
They really do.
Did he just run back behind the line of game?
Look, Bambi caught a first down and went backwards.
Bambi ran backwards.
There's a flag. What was it on?
Did you see him just slip slide like he's on ice?
Oh, look who the penalty's on, Jeremiah.
Steelers.
No, your favorite player.
Ah, boo.
Number 9 in Aqua.
Well, you know what's bad? I think he lost. He caught the ball 11 yards down the field, and he slipped and fell and lost a yard and a half.
Yes.
Like he's like challenging to just keep his feet on the ground.
It really.
He's ice skating when everyone else is playing football.
All right, the Steelers have a first down.
Oh, that's a bad.
Oh, that's kind of a weak call.
No, that not kind of. That's a terrible call.
That's a terrible call.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yo, why did Kenny Pickett just call a timeout?
Good. Hey,
Tomlin's
I'm gonna jump on Kenny Pickett's bandwagon, and I'm gonna call a quick timeout.
Can I say this is like the two teams that have to be in the bottom 5 in the NFL in offensive play calling?
I
like it's bad. It's gross.
It would have been better if Teddy Bridgewater was in.
Well,
Let me ask. I gotta ask you guys before. I was about to say sorry about that, Jeff. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Yeah, before you head out,
I gotta ask you. I had commented this in the comments. I wanna get your take. 72 Dolphins versus the 76 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Winless versus winning. Who do you guys got?
Well, I'm fairly certain the Bucs would win that game.
Yeah, let's go. I was gonna say the year after we had Steve Young, so
Leroy Selman.
I saw 2 people at the Bucs game recently wearing a Steve Young jersey.
That is a nice play. There you go, Pittsburgh.
That's a classic quarterback drop back throw. That's nice. I haven't seen that from Pickett enough.
And a nice catch. Oh, Jeremiah. Dylan, thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it, man. Keep up the good work on FL teams.
Yes, sir.
Everyone enjoys reading, watching your content, man.
Yes, sir.
Dylan,
yeah, no problem.
Dylan, man, you look like you're like 15 years old and you got a voice of a 50-year-old man. And I love it because that's been me. When I worked for the Rays in 2008, I met Trace Adkins. He's like,
yes.
You keep smoking and drinking whiskey, you'll have a pipes like me in 10 years. I'm like, I don't smoke. He's like, all right, then 20 years.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say, Jeff, you might not like the shirt I'm wearing. Toronto Blue Jays.
Ooh.
I worked for the team this season, working as a music guy, so I was dropping the beats down in Dunedin. So, but yeah, got to root for my boys. But Isaac, I appreciate you letting me come on, and I appreciate you bringing me on to FL teams as well. I've really enjoyed getting to work for you and getting to help out the site and such. And Jeremiah, we've obviously met. Jeremiah, nice meeting you, and hopefully we'll be able to catch back again.
I can't wait, dude. You're doing great stuff, man. It's really awesome what you're getting involved in. And for your Blue Jays, you had way too much talent not to fucking beat the Astros. Why are you not in the playoffs, dude?
Tell me about it. It was a rough run, but thanks,
man.
guys.
You got way too much talent up there. The Bichettes, you got all the second generation stars.
Yeah,
you should have already been above this.
All right, see you, Dylan. Thanks so much,
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it all.
Dylan.
Again, thank you.
So another great guest.
Claypool with the first down.
Isaac, we're gonna screw around and lose this game, and not kicking that field goal is gonna bite us in the ass.
But you know something? I'm ahead of you guys, but I actually didn't see the play. What happened?
Claypool just got the first down.
First down.
So they're past midfield for what seems like the first time in forever.
Yep.
They've been at that 40, 45-yard line, and that's where they've been punting for.
Both teams, it seems like, have across midfield.
We could be up 9 right now. We could be up 9 right now and coasting, dude.
But again, I don't want to make that excuse because the Steelers could make that.
No, that was an inexcusable bad
huge mistake.
Like I'm always for going on fourth down. Always. But it's like
a huge mistake.
You go up by 2 scores.
The Steelers are in field. The Steelers, I know, are looking for a touchdown, but a field goal would help because no one's scoring any points.
I mean, dude, they're down 6. I mean, they're going touchdown at this point.
Yeah, there's 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah,
they can get the ball back easily because the Dolphins
and they're hitting these short routes. They're matriculating the ball down the field.
Matriculating. Good job there, Madden. What was it with Madden? Who had the matriculating?
Eggstram.
Yeah.
Matriculate the ball down the field.
Matriculating down the field.
Harris is not
Run
running
around like it's a Chinese fire drill.
We're gonna screw around and lose this game because we didn't get that field goal.
Nice deflection.
Goodness.
Oh,
Is that Fedradella?
Of course, Noah Ibinagne is like, nah, it's above my head. We're good.
Who was that? Oh, he got a piece of that. It was almost caught anyway, but if he didn't get a piece, that would have been caught.
Yeah, it bounced.
Yeah, that deflection changed the target.
That's still in play. Thank you, Noah. Anyway.
No,
who is that? That dude. We're playing. Oh.
Wait, what's going on with Najee Harris, man? I mean,
well, they just stopped giving him the ball.
Even to have him
I don't
as a
understand
blocker.
why you're not running the ball here.
I don't either. You got time to do it.
Oh, even to have him in as a blocker would help.
Well, he's probably not as good as a blocker.
There you go, Jalen. There's a hold. At least give me that. You ain't gonna give me the hold on Jalen on the back end?
No, that's caught.
Wait, did they mark that short? That was clearly a first down.
No, he's first down, right?
No, 3rd and 1. Idiots.
Wow, how you mark that short?
That's a
bad
spot. They're stopping. Looks like they're gonna review.
Oh, yeah, that's a bad spot. There's a hold on Jalen Phillips. If you watch the outside,
Jeremiah, who's 98?
Is that it's not Agba, not Christian Wilkins, the guy beside him.
Phillips?
No. Phillips is 15. I'm trying to think on the
inside. Davis. Raekwon Davis.
Yeah.
Raekwon.
That's a first.
He's got a first down. That's a horrible spot. There's a hold on the back end of that. I mean, it's just, dude, we're gonna fuck.
Is it raining a little bit?
Yeah, it appears so.
Go outside and tell me, Isaac.
Hey, yeah, Isaac, you're right next door. Go tell us,
dude.
Oh, they gave him the first
Jeremiah.
down. They changed it. They gave him the first down.
We've only scored 16 points, and 10 of those were on the first 2 drives.
I thought this was going to be like
bad.
I thought
13 were on the first 3. I think
13 on the first 3 drives. This is really bad.
I thought this was going to be like a 30-25 type of game because.
We thought it was going to be a blowout. We're about to lose this game.
Well, how many points? We have only scored 3.
The Dolphins' offense is the failure in this game.
It's nothing. Not moving the ball at all.
Oh my God! How many Steeler fans are at this game? I did not know.
Oh, dude, there's Steelers fans everywhere. Well. I have traveled everywhere across this country, and everywhere I've ever watched football on a Sunday, there's Steeler fans.
Oh my goodness! The Steelers.
There's a lot of dumb people all across the country.
Most of them. They all tell me about their 5 rings, 1 for the thumb.
The Steelers are.
They hold on to that like we hold on to an undefeated season.
The Steelers are almost in the red zone. This is crazy.
Who's 22? And you're right, Isaac. What's up with Najee?
There he is. He's on the field.
Is he 22?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was a nice run. So. Yeah, they need to just keep.
Yeah, why aren't they pounding the rock? They should be using the clock at this point.
First of all, I have a question for you, and I know he's having
lose this game. We're gonna lose this game.
Jeff, even if you're a bad play caller, why does he not have a play calling sheet in his hand?
We are gonna lose this game,
McDaniel?
Isaac.
Tomlin doesn't.
Isaac,
no, McDaniel doesn't call plays.
Yeah, McDaniel had a play calling sheet.
Oh no, I'm sorry. Tomlin doesn't call plays.
That's why. Okay.
No, Tomlin doesn't. Matt Canada.
Okay, that's what I didn't know. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because
we're gonna lose this game.
Yeah, he doesn't
lose this game.
Why are we gonna lose this game? Because
they're gonna convert here. They're gonna go up by 1, and we're gonna lose this.
I just want to tell you this. Tua has had time in the pocket today. What's his excuse?
He's been off. He's up. He's throwing balls. He's not on target at all.
And you haven't committed to the run game, frankly.
No, we haven't at all. And Mostert's averaging. All right, we held him there. What's the penalty? Please be false start.
I don't know what the penalty is.
Please be false start.
It looks like it must be a pre-snap thing.
Penalty. That's on the Steelers. Okay.
All right, good. All right. Yep. Now I have a little bit of hope.
Well,
if we get the ball back, we just need to run it and kill this thing, dude.
The Steelers have to go for it on a 4th down, right?
Right. We declined it.
Well, they're not going to settle for a field goal if it's 4th down, are they? Obviously
Illegal
not.
shit. So 36.
No, it's too late in the game. They're going for it.
No, they're going for it. You're down 6. You
Even
got
though they can
3
easily get the
minutes
ball
left.
back. The way the Dolphins' offense is going.
No, but they're not this deep, man. You're inside the 20. You're down 6. You're going.
Yeah,
Well, obviously they're going to go.
3:14 left. You're not planning for another.
Yeah,
possession.
no, you can't get 2 possessions out of this.
But I am saying that the way the Dolphins are playing, it's possible. You wouldn't take the risk.
Well, yeah. I mean, the Dolphins' offense is pretty horrible.
Yeah,
right
if
now.
the Dolphins weren't coached by someone who's
This is huge right
be
here, Isaac. This is
16,
gigantic.
3rd and 6. I'll say the
they'd be
play
up by
before
9
you do.
right now.
Take
Oh
3
my
breaths
goodness,
before you
there's
say
another
anything,
flag.
Isaac.
There's a flag. Who's it on?
Why? That's a hold. There's got to be a hold.
Probably.
Yeah, there's no other thing it could be than a hold.
I think it's on the Steelers.
It's got to be on the Steelers.
Oh, it's on the Steelers. Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to be a hold on the Steelers. I mean, on a quarterback. That's
We
spread
decline
out
this
like
or
that.
not? Because if we
So now we're
decline it,
3rd and 16.
I actually would accept it.
no, but
I
then
accept
it's
it
3rd
too.
and
I
Because
accept
it's
it.
a 4th and 1 otherwise.
Yeah, otherwise you're 4th and 1. Accept
You
this
give
thing.
them
Go
3rd and 16 over a
put them
4th
back.
and 1. Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Because they'd go for it on 4th and 1, and honestly, I think they would get it.
Well, I mean, right now, yeah, but I mean, 3rd and 16. Now I like
Who was that?
Well,
Nice
it's-
job, Jalen
right
Phillips.
there. Oh my God!
Oh, that's a tacky holding call, man.
Well, he got him up underneath his shoulder.
That's
It just happened to be right where they were watching.
Call.
It just happened to be right where they were watching.
Yeah,
this?
that's what
3rd
I'm
and
saying. That's
16.
a tacky call.
All
3rd
right,
and 16, and Jalen Phillips is on the sideline. Isaac. How
well,
about that?
I think he's a little shaken up. That's what my stat thing says. I'm not kidding.
I think I'm a little shaken up that Jalen Phillips ain't on the field. Like
It
he
says
should be.
Jalen- it says
This
says-
is 2 down. This is 2 down territory. So
Jeremiah, it says
I think it's
Jalen
smart
Phillips was injured
gotta
during the
pick
play.
up
That's
Oh,
what
he's injured. Okay, I got you.
yards here.
Look like a 3-man rush.
That's the game.
There you go.
Who's gonna win it for you?
Hey,
Javon Holland.
Hollywood. That's my boy.
Oh, look at that Dolphins defense celebrate. If you're gonna win a game, it's Javon Holland.
It's Javon Holland. It's Hollywood, baby.
Oh,
Hollywood.
look at the Dolphins copying
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Saints from
This ain't over.
2017.
We still got 3 minutes.
Oh,
and they got
of
two
course it's
timeouts.
not over. The way
The
Tua's
offense
playing.
has to do something. But Hollywood, that's a big, big pick.
Oh my
That's a
God.
great play.
The Dolphins would have to really shit the bed at this point not to win
Yeah,
this
we
game.
could though. Look at that.
Yeah,
Boom.
look,
Nice.
Tua's played miserable since the
He
first
really
quarter.
has since the first quarter.
You know what?
The
Honestly,
first quarter, he looked like a Hall of Famer.
no, he
Since
didn't.
then, he's
Nice
looked
play.
like
Dude,
Mitch
Javon
Trubisky.
Holland is really, really a great player, man.
Wait, what's gonna happen here? Midfield, run the ball, please. Thank
Javon
you.
Holland is really, really great player. I haven't seen offensive snap yet. Hold up. Mostert's in the backfield. Let's just run this thing and go.
If they put Chase Edmonds in the backfield, I'm gonna have it.
Look, make them use their timeouts. That's all you want to do right now. Just worry about eating clock.
No, they're not gonna use it because they
Why-
still.
No, they should use one.
They should use one right now.
Oh,
They should. Yeah, that's
They did. They did.
well. After 10 seconds, Mike
that's what it
Tomlin
was.
is a terrible game coach.
Well, you're gonna. Well, no, they just added time to the clock, by the way. So, yeah.
Dude,
They added-
even if we win this game, I don't feel good. I don't feel good about this. 16-10 is not okay. The Steelers are bad. The Steelers
Well,
are really
again,
bad.
Tua, besides that Ravens game, has yet to prove it, and he's been injured in his fairness. But the Ravens game gave us so much hope, but he's
Yeah.
done nothing since.
You're absolutely right.
Nothing.
You're right. It's really, really bad, dude.
Like, yeah, I'd love to have another Ravens game, but I'm not asking for that each week. I'm just asking for consistent average play, not consistent Pro
He's
Bowl
been
play.
inaccurate. He's been inaccurate all night.
All right, throw down here. Oh my God! If
Why
we're
are we still running up the middle? I mean, left side is good for
Timeout,
4 yards
timeout.
every time.
if
Why
we're
are you running with Edmonds?
wait, was that Edmonds?
No, that's Mostert.
No.
Was it Mostert? Okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
Okay, wait. 3rd and 3. If we don't get this, I'm done. This is completely ridiculous.
This is really right here. Look, the Steelers are out of timeouts. We convert here and we're in complete control.
Well, they still
This
have
is
the
an
2-minute
interesting
warning.
play, though. Do you
It is.
run or pass?
I'm passing.
No,
Oh,
I
not
think
with
you
Tua.
pass. I think you try one of those little swings with Tyreek or fucking Jalen Waddle. Just get them out in the open.
I
think you have to throw the ball too, but I think the defense might be expecting that.
Mostert's in the backfield. I bet you if he runs this, he's not getting it.
Go to the left side. If you're running, go to the left side. None of this
Oh
nonsense.
my
They're
goodness,
loading up
Tua!
to the left side.
I hate him. I'm done with him. I am completely done.
Jesus, man.
I
That
am
was another
done.
pick. That was another pick.
How can you stick up for this guy anymore? This is completely terrible. The Steelers have 5 drop picks now, according to my calculation.
29. Is that Minka?
No,
39 is Minka.
By the way, he's been all over us. Oh my God, he dropped that again. That's
29's dropped like 2 picks.
at least
2 or
oh my
3,
gosh,
yeah.
that's in his hands. It's not even.
Jesus. Fuck.
By the way, I want to say this: no one should be picking up for Tua. What's his excuse today?
He completed that pass so brilliantly to Wallace.
No excuse. I can't tell you that I think Teddy Bridgewater would have been better, but no excuse.
He would have been better.
Yeah, thank you, Jeff.
You think?
We've seen enough Teddy Bridgewater. No, he's not throwing that.
Well,
Dude,
I do have to say something.
Awful.
The
Since
Dolphins,
the first quarter, Tua has been awful.
the Dolphins O-line has held up today, so there's no
They've been
excuses.
okay.
Yeah, Tua's not had pressure at all.
No,
I've
he
never
hasn't been uncomfortable.
Like all season, I don't
Wait,
think I've seen a quarterback get less pressure in the pocket than
Is this
Tua
the best?
has
Is
tonight.
this the best game the offensive line has played this season? Because even
I've
against the
watched
Ravens,
every game, every
Well, I
snap.
mean-
all right, time out. This is
All right.
Morstead. This is all on Morstead here.
Okay, best game the offensive line has played. It's a really weak defensive line. I mean, without TJ Watt, Pittsburgh's different.
But it's still the best.
So I'm not giving them a
They've
lot
been
of credit.
moving the ball.
Oh,
Their quarterback's not been touched
The
in
Steelers,
the pocket.
the Steelers punt returners. He used to be on the Patriots. Olszewski.
Our special teams have sucked. I just hope we hold up.
Morstead, please.
Take 5 seconds, Isaac. You're ahead of
He'll
us.
pin him inside the 10. He's a genius.
No, he did not. Close.
Good kick.
That's
all right.
fine.
That's
fine.
an
I'll
acceptable.
take that. At the
It's all on Pickett. Pickett could create his legacy here. Come on.
Well, here's the deal. The Dolphins' defense has saved our ass all year, so we need it right here. We need a
Again, the
really
Steelers defense has saved us.
They really have. They've dropped at least 3 picks.
So who's the? I mean, maybe Brian Flores should be the defensive coordinator. Maybe he could do better with these. I mean,
Flores is circling like a vulture. He wants that head coach gig.
well, honestly, those are cornerbacks, not linebackers. So I guess Brian Flores is
I just
Flores
want an
is
interception
okay.
here so the Dolphins can kneel out because they had
Yeah,
a
let's
pee.
just kneel this thing out, man. It's an ugly, ugly game.
well, they still have the 2-minute warning, and they still have 2
Get
minutes.
there.
It's so much
God,
time.
dude.
All right.
We are not getting
2-minute warning.
pressure.
Isaac, cut me out of the feed so I can go pee.
This is bad, dude. We got to get pressure. There's
They're
no
completing
pressure.
pass after pass, Jeremiah.
There's no pressure, man. They're
Where's,
just killing us right across the middle, dude.
Where's Melvin Ingram been today? Because I really like the way.
Nowhere.
Is that 2-minute warning? Yes. It is.
2-minute warning.
All right, so Jeremiah. First of all, this score, it's been 16-10 for hours, it feels like.
All right.
I don't know what to say. I don't know how this game's going to end. The Dolphins should have 30-something points. The Steelers should have 20-something points, I guess. I don't know. Look.
We should have blown this team out. They're bad.
Win or lose, the Steelers defense is going to go home and question themselves. Win or lose, the Dolphins offense Tyreek Hill and Waddle did their best. Nothing against them. They did everything they could. But Hill and Edmonds, Mostert's definitely fine, but not Hill. I mean, Tua and Edmonds need to be concerned.
Where's the offense from the first quarter, right? We moved the ball. We drove it down. But look, I'd never really kind of put this in perspective till Jeff mentioned it. I think there really are some questions about play calling. I really do. I really think there's some questions about play calling. Like I'm starting to question McDaniel.
Has Gesicki gotten in a catch since the first quarter?
I think he got one near halftime, and that's it. Like, he's not getting involved.
So that's
this defense has been bend, don't break. But let's be honest.
Every game.
We talked about the young talent. Pittsburgh's not that talented right now, man. They should not be moving the ball on us.
You know,
we got no pressure. I mean, their offensive line is not good.
This
is not good.
How did we beat? If you look at this on paper, and just look at the scores, right? Don't look at the stats or who played.
Yeah.
Look at it on paper. How do you beat the Ravens and the Bills and then lose to the Steelers? We didn't lose, but this is basically a loss.
Even if we win right now at this score, I'm not going to feel good about this win. I mean, every win in the NFL is okay.
It's a loss.
But watching this Steelers team, like, they're bad. This Steelers team is bad, and we're playing just as bad.
A win's a win, though, in this league.
It is. It is.
But
and I'll give the fact that, look, Tua hasn't seen live action in weeks.
But by the way, Jeff, that's where if you don't like Tua, you have to disagree because Tua's record is amazing.
It really is.
So is Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, that's true. You showed us that earlier, right?
I mean, it's better. It's better than a lot of guys.
Look, Natalie has a point, dude. Somehow we went away from what was working earlier.
I disagree,
though, because what was working with Tua.
Tua's thrown these dump off passes
He's thrown some awful passes too. He's been off. His timing's not there.
Oh, Jeff, there we go.
I think it's something off, Jeff. Whether it's release point.
There's something with the release.
Footwork, yeah.
We got to get
pressure. There's pressure.
There we go. But he friggin' skirted it.
Who was
but
that?
If you get beat on him, he'll make a bad play.
All right, second down.
I'm really the biggest thing that the Dolphins defense has disappointed me with this year is pressure. They don't pressure the quarterback.
You know, the Dolphins have so much talent on that D line. Yeah. It's first of all, Agba's out, so that does hurt us, obviously. But Ingram's still there. Wilkins is still there. Jerome
Jalen Phillips. Come on, like Jalen. I mean,
oh my God, Melvin Ingram got taken down. He's going.
Okay, you're ahead of us.
No, that didn't affect the play. You see Ingram get taken
down. It affected the play.
Yeah, it did. That's at least a hold, right? I mean, two guys just
I don't know. I don't know if it was a hold.
I think he just got taken down.
Melvin kind of initiated. All right, we're at third down. This is huge. I mean, they're going for it regardless, but 3rd and 9. Let's right now we can end this game. Play. We can end this game.
Terrible play call.
Get some fucking pressure. All right, so we're sitting on 4th and 3.
Why is no one
4th and 4?
Yeah, Isaac, don't overreact to this 4th down play.
Yeah, please hold it.
I'll hold it.
Just mute. We'll look away.
This is ball game. This is ball game right here.
It is ball game.
Yep.
Times.
Oh my God, that's a dime catch.
I didn't know how silent to be, but now I'm energetic because they spiked it. Damn, good idea. 48 seconds left. Yo, that is a ton of time.
Oh, it's a ton of time. Absolutely.
First of all, a touchdown wins it for them.
Oh yeah, because we
and an extra
point field goal when we were in range. Jeff called it way ahead of time.
Again, if the Dolphins don't want to trade 3 first-round picks for Sean Payton, they can hire me for
Natalia. Against my will, Natalia, I have a Tua jersey.
Look at the coverage. Eric Rose is completely covering him. He just doesn't even look back.
You have a Tua jersey on?
Don't question.
And
where did you get a Tua jersey?
And you hate Tua.
Whoa! What a round! No, that was nice. That move.
Bambi!
Oh, Jesus.
Hey, after that move, I don't think you can call him that anymore. Yo.
No, you can. He was still running on weak legs.
Oh, my God. That was Xavier Howard. That was nice. You have to admit, that was nice.
Well, Xavier wasn't covering. He just cut him back in.
Look at 2 on
We're gonna screw around and lose this game, dude.
I blame McDaniel.
100%.
Yeah, not kicking the field goal. Go
100%. We should be up 9 right now and celebrating. We should be up 9 right now and celebrating.
Okay, why is our secondary just playing back?
Well, at this point, let things
playing,
up.
They're playing
the clock's running.
We're playing bend don't break.
25-yard line, 25 seconds left.
Mm-hmm.
Right, but the clock's ticking, man.
We're playing bend don't break, buddy.
Oh, damn.
Ah.
It's exactly 8 big.
Oh!
No, he's out of bounds.
Noah.
Wow.
Did Monogamy just end this game?
I don't think he. Wait, let's see the. Of course.
He called it
He did.
incomplete. Let's
He did.
see.
Both
That was a
feet
bad
are in.
throw.
Noah Igbenogany has been getting.
Oh my
beat
God!
like a
Both
drum
feet are
all
definitely
day.
in. That's the game. He
That's
won
the
us the game. The one and only.
Yes, that's in.
Yes,
That's
sir.
in. That's a pick.
Look, he's been getting beat like a drum all day, and
Wait,
Noah
by the way,
Igbenogany made a play.
imagine if he was down at the 1. He's not, but
Noah Igbenogany just won us
That's
this
game.
I've seen it all.
Hey, Jeff, I have a question for you. Do you have any idea what it's like to be a Dolphins fan after this game? Do you see what we go through every week?
I'm sorry. Tua got sold out again.
The struggle is real.
Hey, you know, next time your team gets screwed out of going to a Super Bowl by the refs.
Oh, dude, you got hammered on that one.
To let Los Angeles get a Super Bowl instead of
Hey,
the rightful team winning.
look,
So
can I just own something? Can I just own something real quick? I've been beating the hell out of Noah Igbenogany all night. And Noah Igbenogany just won us this game. You know what? Like, I was wrong. Noah.
Well, you can argue this wouldn't have been a close game without his efforts.
It's very true. He was very, very instrumental in it being close and closing it out.
So I think we're up in the price as a New Orleans Saints. I think we're going to do 4 first-round picks for Sean Payton because your coach is a dumbass.
Dude,
He's dumb. He's dumb.
Is quite possibly the worst I have ever felt after a win.
Jeremiah, I know you're happy with that interception, but this is ridiculous. I'm not smiling one bit.
Bad.
This is. And I have to tell you something
win.
again. How the heck can you expect to win games with Tua?
How can you compete with the New York Jets with this abortion of an offense?
You can't.
Kenny Pickett showed more.
Points.
I'm trying to be funny, and it's actually real. How can you? That's the sad part.
16 points.
By the way, I know the game's over. Do you guys agree with that play call to throw it towards the end zone?
Yeah.
Pickett missed the receiver, actually.
Hey, look, and by the way,
I think there might have been miscommunication because the receiver went in and he threw towards the sideline.
Hey, but by the way,
again, if you're gonna toss one up, you've been pretty successful tossing it up toward Igbenogany all night.
Yeah.
Can we just go back to what I said? So remember, it was 16-10 a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Steelers had the ball. They went for it on 4th down, right? And I said, if they kick a field goal, they're going to get the ball back.
Yeah.
Imagine if they kicked the field goal, though. They would be in field goal range, and it would be a tie game. I'm just saying.
Maybe because
it would have had to get the ball back, though.
There's a whole lot of it.
Yeah, but I have to tell you, Mike McDaniel deserves to. I want to see the interview because I don't know what the Dolphins' expectations were, but my expectations were honestly that he wouldn't turn anyone into a Debo, but he'd utilize Waddle to his strengths. Like they utilize Debo to his strengths, utilize Waddle. I don't know.
How about this? How about this? We just stopped giving the ball to Mostert in the second half. The guy's averaging 5 yards a carry, and we just stopped. We just went away. It wasn't anything. We just stopped giving him the ball. We just stopped running the ball.
And by the way, few times you ran the ball to the left side of the line, it worked, but you only did it a few times in the second half. McDaniel he's horrible.
The play calling was god awful.
When's the last time the Dolphins completed a pass?
Tua tried to hit a lot of Steelers defenders, but I don't think
he really did. I think it might have been to Trent Sherfield when we were celebrating him. But here's the deal. We talk about being ahead of the chains. And when we were running the ball to the left side behind Armstead and Eichenberg with Mostert, we were gaining 4 and 5 yards a clip. We were ahead of the chains. You could play action. You could put people in motion. You could do other things. And we just stopped doing that. And Tua, all night, Jeff, you were spot on. Either something with the footwork, something with the timing. You're just a little bit off. He was throwing the ball high. It just wasn't. If you hit Waddle and Tyreek Hill in stride, good things happen. If you make them come up here for that, not so much, right? Because they got to stretch out, come back down. If you get these guys,
little guys,
right? And Tua just missed those. He didn't look good. But I'll give it this. Look, Tua hasn't played in 3 weeks, man. Let's just call it what it is. I mean, he hasn't played in 3 weeks. His timing's going to be off.
And he has brain damage.
Look, I loved the fact that he took off out of the pocket and dropped his shoulder a couple times. God
he
love
dropped
him.
His helmet. He didn't drop his shoulder.
He
He's
did.
like,
God love him.
through my brain. I already have brain damage. I don't need to protect it.
I want to listen to this Tua.
Tua said, "I'm gonna go." All right, let's listen to this. Isaac, you give us the breakdown.
If you want to talk to someone with brain damage, just let me drink for a couple more hours.
4-1 record, dude.
Wait. Let me hear.
I have to make one more brain damage joke to meet my quota.
I'll let you do it. Let's see what he says here.
There's Teddy behind him.
Boom. Dude.
Oh my God, Tua looks happy as can be.
He really does. I like the chip on the dude's shoulder, man.
It was a great team victory. I disagree.
Nah. Hey, a W's a W in the NFL. We're not in college
A
football.
W is a W.
You know, we're not in college football. You ain't got to beat them 50-10.
Solid points don't count.
No, but this was fucking ugly.
Well, hey, look, the simple thing of kick the field goal and this game's not close.
Hey, by the way, whenever you know how I won't stick up for Tua. Whenever my friend at school in the upcoming weeks says, "Oh, Tua only has 2 interceptions this season," I'm gonna say, "You remember the 6 interceptions he threw against the Steelers?"
Yeah. Look.
Well, when I went to school, I also had a friend who had brain damage. So
there you go. There's your joke.
Boom,
and you hit quota. Woo-hoo. Look, the bigger concern really is this, right? In the grand scheme of things, you have to understand the NFL. And we're up 6, and we're in field goal range, and Jason Sanders has hit already 2, right?
Yeah.
3. Sanders has hit 3. And you go for it on 4th and 2, it makes 0 sense. There's nothing to be gained. You kick that field goal, you're up 2 possessions, no matter what. But you go for it and stay up less than 1 possession. That's a problem, man. That's a real big problem. That's not understanding the game. That's not understanding the scoring. You know what I'm saying? That's a big issue. You know, we were in this position to lose that game because we didn't kick that field goal.
So, facing off against the Lions next week, I don't care who it is, you need to change this playbook. I don't know how, but this is ridiculous.
Against the Lions, you pretty much can.
Well,
I
you know what that means?
Football team, and they can probably beat the Lions.
Jeff, it's your chance to test a new playbook against the Lions.
So Isaac, I'm gonna throw something at you because Richard just brought something in the chat that makes a lot of sense, and it's one of the reasons I really like Tua. Tua has no problem saying that he didn't perform well. Tua owns his shit. He does.
But what does that have to do with his
I didn't play that great. But I appreciate a guy who can admit that because he knows he has work to do. He knows, you know what I'm saying? There's something about me that appreciates
him. Maybe Jeff will hear me out. Who cares? Like, that's his personality, but we need a win. Like, honestly.
We gotta win.
I can play quarterback for the Dolphins and throw passes all scattershot and say after the game, oh, I didn't play well, but at least you're paying me millions of dollars.
Yeah, no, like seriously.
I
That-
would
what does it
respect
mean?
you more for saying that than that bullshit other stuff. But hey, at the end of the day, Isaac, we did get a win. He's still 4-2, man. I mean, or 4-1. The guy is. We win
right,
when he plays.
So to end the stream, obviously we have a chance of making the playoffs, still very high. But what do we need to change to make the playoffs?
Your coach.
Look, man, I really
Run
had
the
to wrestle with
ball.
this a lot, but let's be real.
Put Teddy in.
This is week 7. Okay. We have 10 more weeks. We're not even at the halfway point of the season. A lot of things can change. At the end of the day, good, bad, ugly, when Tua's under center, we win.
But
it's just that's the stats. It may not be pretty, but when he's under center, we win. I mean, I think you have to just grow this playbook. We have playmakers.
So, and the chance we make the playoffs, how are we going to get past the playoff team, though? I don't think Tua could beat playoff team.
You're not going to win a playoff game.
I disagree for the simple fact of this. We have game changers. And
only on defense.
Watch the Phillies right now. The Phillies in baseball, put it back together. They have players who can make a difference. Bryce Harper gets hot. The Phillies take off.
This is
In
Bryce
the
Harper's
NFL,
not Tua. Come on.
No. It's not about Tua.
Tyreek
It's about
and Waddle.
Tyreek and Waddle. If you can
And
get those
Mostert.
guys the ball, they can change a game in a minute. Can they not?
Yeah, but you've got a coach who thinks he's smarter than he is. You've got a quarterback who today couldn't hit the water if he fell off a boat.
Look,
after the first quarter.
Hear me out. So Waddle had 88 receiving yards. Hill had 72 receiving yards.
Yep.
I don't think Bridgewater could have been any worse. None of the passes Tua made. I'm not even talking about the bad incomplete passes. I'm talking about the complete passes he made. Mm-hmm. Bridgewater would have made those exact passes. Tua was nothing short. Put Billy Zappi in. Put most quarterbacks, including a lot of backups, in. Tua's passes were not impressive.
Tua threw 6 picks that were dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
So,
but I'm saying even the complete passes were completely normal, just across the middle.
So this is something we have to accept, right? Is in life, good, bad, indifferent, ugly, pretty. Some people are winners. Some people are losers. When you look at Tua's record as a starter, he's a better winner than Justin Herbert, than anyone in this class.
But it's the
he
Dolphins'
has a better record than Joe Burrow.
It's the Dolphins' defense.
Tua wins. When Tua starts, we win.
So does Mitch Trubisky.
Well,
and
he went to the playoffs.
But Jeremiah, and I'll leave it at this. Don't you agree that it's the Dolphins' defense that gives the Dolphins most of those wins, though? You have to admit. Because
our defense didn't play that well today. But the Steelers' offense is pretty shitty.
The Ravens game was the only game where Tua gave the Dolphins the win. The other games, Tua plays well enough in addition to the defense.
But sometimes there's just winners and losers. It sucks in life. Sometimes there's just winners and losers. And Tua is just a winner. He is. Hey. It's not pretty, but he wins.
Hey, guys, can I say this?
Yeah.
Talking to 2 Dolphins fans, I've never been as miserable after a win as you 2 guys are.
It's bad. This was not a good win.
Look, my team's won ugly many times. Yeah. Teddy Bridgewater was a starter in many of those games. Drew Brees got hurt. Teddy Bridgewater had to start. Went 5-0, by the way.
This ain't the same Teddy Bridgewater.
Well, 12-10. I was at a game in Jacksonville. It was like 1,000 degrees. We won 13-6.
That game.
Yeah, ugly football, but I've never been sad after a win. So you guys,
put yourself,
be happy. Be happy.
Put yourself in our shoes. You wouldn't be happy. Come on.
Oh, I would be happy. Jeff? I would be happy.
You did wrap this up in a pretty little bow, because here's the deal. At the end of the day, in the NFL, W's a W, and we just got that W. And Tua got another win.
Eat those W's.
It don't matter, right? Because this ain't about style points. We won another game.
You've
right?
got
We're
coaching
above 500.
issues. You've got quarterback issues.
Hey, look, this year
But look,
we're 4-0. We're 4-0 when Tua starts.
You won.
We won, and we're 4-0 when Tua starts.
4-1.
I have to accept that we won. It'll take me a few minutes, but
Look, this was ugly. We thought this was going to be 30-0. We were joking about how we were going to be joking.
It was 13-0 early.
It was.
Well, I'll tell you this, Jeremiah. For our first FL Teams live show, it could have been way better, but it wasn't bad. And I'll tell you, the score might be boring, but the opportunities for each team was nothing short.
Hey, at least 1 week this year, the Thursday night football game was a lot more entertaining than the Sunday night football game.
Jesus. Look, the Thursday night game, I literally just tuned out on, Jeff. And then I looked back and there were like 3 pick sixes. I was like, what happened?
The Steelers should have had a few pick sixes.
The Steelers dropped a lot of balls. And I really wish that Tua would play better than he did. I think he'll improve. But when you talk about our first watch along, I can't speak for you guys, but I've had a tremendous amount of fun.
I had fun.
Great, dropping guys in and watching made the game more enjoyable to me.
There could have been way more points scored, but the discussion was amazing. The guests were great. Yep. Thanks to everyone who came in. Of course, Absolutely. Dylan Spalding and the one cousin who was amazing with his Steelers conversation. That really added a lot to that. Really a lot.
It was a good time, man. And I think we should do more of these, even with I can't wait. I want to do the Tampa and New Orleans game. I'm so in for that. Jeff, I'll play your role on that. I'll be the guy on the outside in on that. I can't wait.
I'll just be here for Taysom Hill.
That's what I live for, Taysom Hill.
Captain America. I'm always going to think of Captain America now.
Hey, man. But they were talking about his rib injuries and taking injections and stuff. And my son is sitting here. He's like, who are they talking about? Are they talking about Drew Brees a couple years ago when he broke all his ribs? I'm like, no, they're talking about Taysom Hill. He's like, oh, my God, he's really a superhero.
Dude.
And I'm like,
he really is.
Look, I'm pretty sure.
I think I said it before. I don't know if it ended up on one of our streams, but Taysom Hill is everything that everybody wanted Tim Tebow to be. Taysom Hill is what everybody wanted Tebow to be. Taysom Hill is a badass tight end, quarterback, running back. He's another level, man. He really is.
I have so many jokes to make that I'm not going to make because we should end the broadcast before I say these things. But Taysom Hill, the man.
But really, in all seriousness, thanks everyone for tuning in. This is obviously our second live stream. Our first live stream for the first half went well. This stream went well. Thanks to all the guests. Thanks to all the people who commented.
Absolutely.
So let me just give some shout outs here. Richard, thanks so much for commenting. You did very. Natalia, Steve, we appreciate it. And really anyone else.
Ryan, everybody that was in there, man.
Yeah. Everyone who tuned in, we greatly appreciate you. Feel free to drop a like, hit that subscribe button. This was amazing. Jeff, thanks so much for joining us. Jeremiah, of course, I know you had a lot of fun as a Dolphins fan. Jeff, I hope you understand that you had a lot more of a stress-free night. That was torture.
Jeff, you understand that being a Saints fan is not so bad when you could be a Dolphin fan, brother.
You know,
we do share our
in one hand, six in the other.
Look, we want to do this again, so feel free to follow us. Give us your suggestions. See if there's any ways we can improve on this live shows. I mean, for our first live show on FL Teams, we did it great, in my opinion. And
I think it was a good time.
Look, we're willing to try new stuff. Yeah, message us if you guys would like to be a guest on these shows. And yeah, we'll see what we can do in the future. So, any last thoughts, Jeff?
No, I think I've made very clear about my thoughts about your coach and Tua. There's a mechanical issue there.
Yeah.
But he has brain damage. So
I thought you already got in your last.
I got in another one.
You're over quota. You're over quota. Throw him out.
All right, Jeremiah. I'll let you finish, my man.
Hey,
Fins
man.
up. Come on.
You know what? I'm just gonna give you a fins up because a W is a W. That's it. Tua keeps starting. We keep winning. That's what it's about. Love it. Thank you, everybody, for finishing with us, coming out, hanging out for the whole game. And that's it, buddy. Fins up.
Miami has the Dolphins, the greatest football team. We take the ball from goal to goal like no one's ever seen. We're in the air, we're on the ground, we're always in control.
Thanks, everyone, for
And when
tuning
you
in.
say Miami, you're talking Super Bowl, 'cause we're the Miami Dolphins.